three C-130J-30 Super Hercules aircraft could decide whether the Philippines moves fast enough when its island defenses are suddenly exposed. C-130J Philippines is not a glamorous fighter program, but it addresses a harder problem than interception. It must connect more than 7,600 islands before distance turns warning time into strategic paralysis. For over 5 decades, the Philippine Air Force has relied on Hercules transports for troop movement, disaster response, medical evacuation, and national deployments. By February 2025, the service publicly reported 5 C-130 aircraft in its inventory, including older variants that require continuing maintenance to remain operational. One aircraft, tail number 5040, returned to full operational status only after maintenance conducted from October 2024 to February 2025. That timeline shows how every available Hercules matters in a fleet with little spare capacity. The pressure became unmistakable on July 4, 2021, when a Philippine Air Force C-130H crashed at Patikal in Sulu during a troop transport mission. The strategic lesson was not simply about one aircraft. In a small fleet, losing or grounding a single airlifter immediately reduces the ability to move personnel and supplies across separate islands. Manila responded by approving 3 new C-130J-30 Super Hercules aircraft. The Department of National Defense issued the notice to proceed on October 17, 2023, under a project that began in 2021. The published Philippine schedule placed deliveries in July and October 2026, followed by January 2027. Lockheed Martin separately stated that all 3 aircraft were scheduled for delivery in 2026. The real issue is therefore larger than replacing old aircraft. Can 3 modern airlifters give the Philippines enough speed to turn thousands of separated islands into one responsive defense network? Before we go on, do you think 3 aircraft can make that difference? Subscribe to the channel and tell me where you're watching from. The answer begins with a simple question. Why did the Philippines choose the C-130J-30 instead of continuing to rely on older Hercules aircraft that had already served for decades? The first reason is capacity. The C-130J-30 is the stretched version of the Super Hercules family. Compared with the standard C-130J, its fuselage is about 5 meters longer, allowing space for 8 standard cargo pallets instead of 6. That additional cargo volume may appear modest on paper, but for an island nation, every extra pallet can mean carrying an engineering team together with communications equipment, medical supplies, or spare parts in a single flight instead of launching another mission. The aircraft is also designed to carry a maximum payload of nearly 20 metric tons. Depending on mission configuration, it can transport up to 128 personnel, 92 paratroopers, or 97 medical litters. Its maximum takeoff weight is approximately 74.4 metric tons, while 4 Rolls-Royce AE 2100D3 turboprop engines provide about 4,700 shaft horsepower each. Combined with 6-blade composite propellers, the aircraft reaches a maximum speed of roughly 660 kilometers per hour and offers a range of about 2,100 nautical miles with a payload of around 15.9 metric tons. Those figures translate directly into operational flexibility. A single sortie can move personnel, engineering equipment, communication systems, generators, relief supplies, or light military vehicles between Luzon, Palawan, Visayas, Mindanao, and other strategic locations without depending on slow maritime transport. Technology is another major difference. Earlier Hercules variants generally required larger flight crews that included navigators and flight engineers. The C-130J-30 uses a digital cockpit with multifunction displays, head-up displays, digital autopilot, integrated navigation systems, and automated flight management, reducing the standard operational crew to 2 pilots and 1 load master. That lowers workload while improving situational awareness during long missions and adverse weather. However, specifications alone do not guarantee strategic success. A modern aircraft is only as effective as the pilots who fly it, the technicians who maintain it, and the logistics network supporting it. That is why the Philippine investment extends beyond 3 new airframes. It represents the beginning of a long transition toward a more modern airlift force, capable of responding faster across one of the most geographically challenging nations in the Indo-Pacific. Technical performance alone does not explain why military planners continue investing in strategic airlift. The real value appears only when an aircraft keeps an entire defense network operating after the first hours of a crisis. A clear demonstration came during Exercise Balikatan in April 2026. United States Air Force C-130J aircraft from the 317th Airlift Wing conducted distributed logistics missions across the Philippines. According to the United States Air Force, the aircraft transported personnel, equipment, and fuel to remote operating locations, while commanders noted that movements requiring several days by sea could be completed in less than 1 hour by air. That exercise demonstrated how rapid airlift supports dispersed operations, rather than simply moving cargo. For the Philippine Air Force, the same concept has practical implications across the archipelago. A transport aircraft does not need to carry an entire coastal defense system to increase its effectiveness. Instead, it can rapidly move communications equipment, engineering teams, maintenance personnel, generators, medical support, spare parts, and mission-essential supplies that allow those systems to remain operational. Leading global defense analysts frequently argue that logistics determines how long advanced military equipment can continue functioning once operations begin. The same principle applies to military aviation. Combat aircraft require ground crews, diagnostic equipment, replacement components, fuel handling equipment, and secure communications before they can generate sustained sorties. A transport platform with nearly 20 metric tons of payload provides the flexibility to move those critical assets between Luzon, Palawan, Visayas, and Mindanao as operational requirements change. The aircraft also serves an equally important national mission outside military operations. During September 2025, a Philippine Air Force Hercules delivered 1,000 food packs to Batanes after severe weather disrupted transportation. The same mission also evacuated 88 stranded passengers back to Villamar Air Base. That operation demonstrated how one transport aircraft can strengthen both national resilience and military readiness using the same cargo compartment. Interoperability adds another strategic advantage. The C-130J family already serves with the United States, Australia, and many allied air forces throughout the Indo-Pacific. Operating the same aircraft family improves training opportunities, maintenance knowledge, logistics support, and multinational coordination during exercises and humanitarian assistance missions. In other words, these aircraft do far more than transport cargo. They connect people, equipment, and time into one responsive defense system across one of the world's most complex island environments. Even with all of these advantages, 3 modern transport aircraft cannot solve every challenge facing the Philippine Air Force. The most important limitation is not technology. It is scale. A fleet of 3 aircraft does not mean 3 aircraft are always available. Military transport aircraft require scheduled maintenance, inspections, crew training, software updates, and periodic overhauls. At any given time, one aircraft may be undergoing maintenance while another supports training, leaving only 1 or 2 immediately available for operational missions. That reality applies to every modern Air Force, regardless of aircraft capability. Infrastructure is another critical factor. The C-130J-30 is designed to operate from relatively austere airfields, but successful operations still depend on suitable runways, fuel storage, maintenance facilities, cargo handling equipment, and trained ground personnel. Without continued investment in those supporting systems, even the most capable transport aircraft cannot achieve their full operational potential. Human capital will be equally important. Transitioning from older Hercules variants to the digital cockpit of the C-130J-30 requires new pilot qualifications, updated maintenance procedures, additional technical training, and experience with modern avionics. Receiving a new aircraft is only the beginning. Building an effective operational force takes years of continuous investment in people as well as equipment. Looking ahead, the first major milestone will be the successful introduction of the new fleet into daily operations after deliveries are completed. If the aircraft achieve high mission availability, they will reduce pressure on the existing Hercules fleet, strengthen humanitarian assistance capability, improve rapid deployment across the archipelago, and enhance interoperability with regional partners during multinational exercises. Over the longer term, successful operation of these 3 aircraft could also influence future modernization decisions if the Philippines determines that additional strategic airlift capacity is required. The most important lesson is surprisingly simple. Modern defense is not measured only by missiles, fighters, or warships. It is also measured by how quickly a nation can move its people, equipment, fuel, and supplies wherever they are needed. For an archipelagic country, mobility itself becomes a strategic capability. In the end, these 3 aircraft may never receive the same attention as frontline combat platforms. Yet they could become the foundation that allows every other capability to function when time matters most. So what do you think? Can just 3 modern airlifters truly reshape the defense of more than 7,000 islands? Or will the Philippines eventually need a much larger strategic airlift fleet to achieve that goal?